I'm gonna show you how I make gingerbread house from original gingerbread cookie dough. This cookie is actually so good that you'll want to eat it. To make gingerbread house from scratch is so much fun, but you have to be patient. Okay, let's do it. At first, we'll need to cut out the template for gingerbread house, and I'll show you the easiest way ever. Get a piece of paper and fold it in half. And then fold it one more time. Try to fold it as even as possible. Then open the paper. Get a pen and label the paper. On one of the sections, I'll write front and back. And on another section, I'll write side and roof. Now get the scissors and cut the paper. The front and back template folded again into half. Where the paper opens, you're gonna cut 45-degree angle upwards. And to make the gingerbread house, we'll need 2 of each of those pieces, so you can put 2 on each of those. So here we have our template ready, so let's make the dough now. To a pot, add 1 tablespoon of sugar and heat it up on medium heat. The sugar will start to melt and will turn brown in color. Don't mix, you can pick up the pot and swirl it in the air a little bit if you need to. Be careful, the sugar can burn, so you have to really watch it. And when it turns brown, add half of a cup of water. Pour it very slowly because you'll get lots of steam. Mix it and don't let it boil for long because the water will evaporate and we don't want that. Immediately add 1 cup of sugar and mix it up. We want the sugar to dissolve completely, so you should only see liquid. Pour it to a large bowl and don't use plastic because this is hot, so glass or metal will be best. Add 1/4 of a cup of butter, that's half of a stick. Mix until the butter melts. Add 1 cup of flour, mix it up. Add 1 egg and mix it up. Then get 2 cups of flour. Add a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Mix it up. Add that to the bowl. Mix everything with a spatula first, and then knead the dough just until the flour is mixed in. The dough shouldn't be sticking to your hands, it should be easy to work with. So here I have some parchment paper, I'm gonna flour it and then roll out the dough. I'm gonna use the template we made earlier and cut each of these pieces twice. My knife was sticking to the dough, so I was using flour to prevent that. Now I'll collect all the leftover pieces, knead it again and roll it out. I'm cutting out the parchment paper around the template because I want to save the room on my baking tray. Okay, here you want to be very gentle because you don't want to deform the pieces, so carefully slide it onto your baking tray. And here I'm making more template from the leftover dough. And once you're done cutting all the pieces you need, you can use the leftover dough to decorate the gingerbread house, or you can make cookies from the leftover pieces. But I'm cutting tiny circles and I'll use that for decoration. And also this is the time if you want to make any windows or doors in the house. I'm also doing a Christmas tree and I'll put that in front of the house. Okay, so everything is ready. We have the front and the back. We have 2 sides and 2 roofs. And then I made the door and the window, and all those pieces will be decorations. I baked these at 375 for about 16 minutes. But make sure you watch. You don't want the cookie to be undercooked and soft because you want the walls to be sturdy. I'll use a dough cutter to separate the cookies. For the icing, I combined 2 cups of powdered sugar and 2.5 tablespoons of water. You want the icing to be thick and not runny. I'm gonna use a cup and that will help me to put the walls together. I'll be putting some icing on the sides and I'll be working as a glue. It will be sealing the walls together. You can use some icing on the bottom and that'll glue the walls to the base. Okay, this is so important. You have to let it dry completely because it's gonna fall apart if you will touch it. And while I wait, I'll decorate the roof and work on decorations. If you do this when the house is put together, the icing will drip, so it's best to do it on the flat surface. And maybe if you want to do the front or the sides of the house, it's best to do it before you put it together because the icing does drip and you won't have the pattern that you want it to do. And this is what I'm going to do with my little circles. I'm going to put some icing on top and sprinkle some colored sugar. And then I'm going to decorate the Christmas tree and decorate the front door. When the icing is completely dry, you're going to take out the cup and put the roof. Put the icing and it'll work as a glue. Okay, I told you to be patient. Once you put the roof, you have to wait for the icing to dry completely. I'll glue the Christmas tree to the base and put a little something to hold it there. And then I'll make fans from the tiny circles I made earlier. And then I'm adding some candies to my roof. I'm sifting some powdered sugar on top. I love the snow effect. And then I'm gonna glue some sprinkles. And then I'm gonna decorate the sides with some almonds. And this is the final look of my gingerbread house. It smells so good and the cookie was so delicious. We actually ate it the same night. If you'll make the gingerbread house, I would really love to see. You can tag me on social media and I'll see it. Thank you for watching. I post new recipes every week so you can subscribe not to miss anything. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. I have many other Christmas recipes posted on my channel. You can check those out and I'll see you again soon.